We've reached the end of season 6 and we're moving on from trap movies. But before we get to season 7, which begins on the 5th of August, we're sharing with you now a preview of our end of season wrap show. The full show is available to Patreon members in our £3 a month tier, where you'll get access to our end of season wrap shows for seasons 1 to 6 and a minimum of 2 reviews of brand new movies every single month. But we almost always over deliver on that, and there are around 70 reviews available on there now. If you can't support us on Patreon, and we totally understand if you can't, you could support us another way. You could leave us a 5-star review on your podcast platform of choice. It's super easy on Spotify. You just click the star icon below the show's artwork. And it would be great to get some more reviews over on Apple Podcasts if you have a spare minute. All of this will help us get found by people that also enjoy movies like yourself. And finally, if you can come follow us on social media at STH_pod and like, save, favourite, forward and comment on posts, that will also help us get found. All of the links for all of this are available in the episode description below. And whether you're a regular or a first-time listener, thank you. We appreciate everyone who downloads and listens to an episode, and we hope that you stick around for the next season. We are excited to share the next season with you, which starts on August the 5th. For 8 weeks of movies about dreams. So over to myself and Sarah for the wrap show preview. It's the wrap show, baby.
Yep.
It's the big old wrap show where we talk about the season, how it went, the high points, the low points, how much incest there was. And
Can we not call it the trap show?
The trap show. One time only deal.
Okay.
Welcome to the trap show. Your lineup. It was your season.
I'm bummed out it's over.
Are you?
Yeah. It
Me
went by
too.
so fast.
It went so quickly, and I'm sure this is going to happen more and more the longer that we're around and we're making podcast episodes. The more that's going to happen, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But particularly this one, I'm quite disappointed. I would say and we're still a young podcast, but out of all of the ones that you've chosen so far, the lineups, I think this has been my favourite of yours.
Has it really?
Yes. Despite having all the incest.
Okay.
Not because of that.
Sure, yeah. I believe you, thousands wouldn't.
But I'm really happy with what we ended up with. I think enjoy might be a bit strong. There's some of them were challenging.
Yeah.
But I'm not unhappy about that. I think you need to be challenged sometimes when you're watching a film, depending on what you want out of it. For me, I feel like sometimes I need a challenge, even if I don't want it necessarily.
Bad Boy Bobby would be the most challenging wank of all time.
Not as difficult as you would think.
The less said about that, the better, eh?
Oh, please. I'm glad this is going out on a paid feed behind a paywall.
I know you don't like cats, but I didn't know it excited you to see their demise.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, a couple of movies where there was harm came to cats.
Quite an anti-cat season, yeah.
One actual cat met its demise during the making of Bad Boy Bubble, which we discussed in detail.
Oh.
And in Dogtooth, a cat gets it as well, but not actually in real life.
Not literally, yeah. Thank God.
It was a puppet. And you love cats.
I know.
It's a really odd through lines with some of these movies. Odd that the incest thing carried through for a few movies.
You've spent the last 2 months trying to make me feel very weird about this.
Well, you had no idea.
I didn't see the connections until you pointed it out, and I was like, oh, fuck.
I was like, Sarah, do you realise that 3 of your movies, or is it 4?
I think it was 3.
3 of your movies have incest in them, and you thought about it. You went silent. I remember you went silent for a minute, and you went, oh, God, yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, but then over the next month, after you said it the first time, I've spent the last 2 months looking at my DVD collection going, oh my God, have I got a thing for is this a thing?
Yeah, it runs deeper, doesn't it?
I can honestly say, hand on heart, I've never found anybody in my own family attractive, so...
That goes without saying, all right?
Well, it doesn't this season. I feel like it has to be said. I need to say this in defense of myself.
You're fascinating.
It was a very odd thing to have pointed out. But
Interesting.
to further my defense, I will say that I think movies that feature people trapped, I don't know, the two seem to go hand in hand, because the more I thought about it, like I ordered Flowers in the Attic on VHS and I was like, oh fuck, there's incest in that as well.
That's crazy.
And so I think the theme and incest are more interconnected than I previously had recognized.
Oh, I guess because it's...
If you're trapped, your options are limited, you know?
Get what you can get, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, dark. The cat
is,
thing
yeah.
surprised me as well, that there was more than one cat death in your movies this season.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, don't pretend that you're sorry.
No.
Right? You chose these movies. You thought long and hard about what movies you were choosing and what order they would appear in. So,
And but the incest thing did not cross my mind once until you pointed it out.
and maybe that's worse. Maybe that's worse that you didn't notice it till someone pointed it out to you.
I'm never gonna live this down, am I?
No. I've reminded you of it daily, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Every time we've sat down to watch a movie, I think I've said to you, right, is there incest in this one? And then even to the point where I was thinking, like, I think there might be incest in The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, and I was just like, there's
No.
not. I didn't know if you were having me on.
No. I wasn't. I genuinely was wondering if that was maybe one of the characters' storyline.
No, thank God.
All right.
So moving on from that.
Moving on from
Now that that's recorded and will exist forever.
That's out there, but like I said, very happy that this is behind a paywall. It's not on the main feed. We're not going to get judged by anyone that's not paying us.
So, what is your least favourite movie that we covered this season?
Ooh, all right. Let's have a little look at this list again.
I think I know what it's going to be.